We are back. Because today is when the Project Star releases, the JoJo game that we all been hyped for, like come on. So what I have today is a beginner's guide. This beginner's guide should actually help you out today with this gameplay and also within just the story and how this game works. But wait, what if I still need help? Well, that sucks. If you still need help within this guide or just the game in general, you can actually ask me in my Discord server. So if you need any help, just join that server right there.
Get some help.
But I will be having actually a lot more videos right after this, such as like getting specific things like maybe cars. So the best way to be notified right away is if you guys do subscribe. But pretty much I think we're good, and let's just start this right away. So as you know, this is Project Star. This is the loading screen, whatever you want, and pretty much there's the play arena mode private servers. I'd say right away, try to get a private server. If you don't, you can join a public, it's fine. But the first thing that will ever happen to you is you're gonna be put inside Speedwagon's company building. This place is kind of like the tutorial place in which embarks you to the start of the journey and story of the game. This place is pretty self-explanatory, but once you finish that, you're gonna be sent to this place, and this is Egypt, part 3 of the JoJo anime, and this is where the first part of the story takes place. Now, what you need to know about this game right away with the progression is the quest line. So there are 3 types of quests in which you guys have to remember. First one is orange. That's the storyline. That is in which is really important because that is your immersive type of quest within this game, and something in which you are very hyped for. We got gray. Grays are repeatable / side missions. These ones you can do whenever you want. Some of them, of course, give you good XP, some of them give you money, or some of them are just something that you could do just to play around. And then greens are dailies, and you guys already know dailies. Now, as you know all the quests, let me also show you guys the whole UIs. First thing is the profile. This profile is what tells you what stands you have and also what combat style you have. You guys can see I'm level 68, we got skill points, I have cars, in which I'll talk about in a future video. Attributes, if you played Pokemon, are pretty much the same thing. You can have an attribute which is fast. That gives you the ability where your stand has lower cooldowns. Skins are shinies, and once again, if you play Pokemon, you should know what that is. Here's an example of a shiny of Prime Star Platinum. And of course, EXP boost, luck boost, item modifier, pretty self-explanatory. But now let's go to stand. So how do you get a stand in this game? To get a stand in this game, you have to go in the middle of this map. But basically, this place, there will be always spawns of course, Rokaka fruits. We have arrows, but there's 3 specific arrows in which you guys have to know. There is a 4th one, but that is future content. So as you guys can see right here, I will be walking around and some of the arrows will be on the ground. You just have to hold Alt and you pick them up. And what I just picked up right now is a stand arrow. Now these stand arrows are very important because they give you better stands, and depending on which one will give you a better stand, like I said. So we have stand arrow, and the rarity of this has a normal rarity of 1, and basically it's still good to use, but you're not gonna get like something crazy. We have the unusual stand arrow, which is right over here, and this is what it looks like. This has a 1.5 times rarity of a really good stand. And then of course we have the gleaming stand arrow, which is a 2 times multiplier. There is this one more stand arrow which is called a cursed stand arrow, and once you get this, pretty much you can get anything that's crazy because the rarity multiplier of this is 100. But like I said earlier, there are dungeons within this game and they could be actually part of your quest. But to successfully actually finish a dungeon, you have to actually know how to do the combat. And this combat is pretty different. So regular M1s, you guys can see right here, this is a 5 M1 string with stands. They all depend either what stand you have. But after you finish an M1 string, there will be a cooldown. You can't just spam it right away. And it's about a 3-second cooldown. So what you need to know with this to combo extend basically is you play by ragdolls. So if I ragdoll a bandit right here, it's gonna be ragdoll is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I go do another ragdoll, then I could basically go do continue combo extending. I have a barrage which also is a good combo extender, but pretty much in this game there's not a lot of stuns, but there is a lot of ragdolls. So whenever you ragdoll your opponent, that is a good way for you to just combo extend. That is where the combat tree comes in. So as you know, there is the stand tree, combat tree, and character tree. The character tree is one of the most important things because basically this allows you to either have less ragdoll, you can have more health regen as you guys can see right here, or you can have better crit chance. You guys can see I actually unlocked this build because it's super busted. But you guys have to make sure you do this. I'd say just a tip, there's really no point you go into agility. I'd say focus on vitality, regen, crit chance, and then maybe defense. Merit is basically just luck. luck on how you get your stands, but I'm pretty sure it's not stands, it's skins, something like that. But yeah, you guys can see you can have a lot of health within this game. But if you have insane health regen, well, you're gonna be crazy too. When you go to the dungeon, you're gonna be asked to go from easy to nightmare. Usually I go hard because it's like a good balance. Even though medium would be the balance, it's not. I'd say hard is the most balanced one. When you join the dungeon right here, you guys can see you have 1 life, depending of course what your hardcoreness is. But this is really important because you're gonna get cheese. So the best way to really do dungeons is just gather them all and start using your barrages. You guys can see right here. Oh, look at this. Just keep on barraging. And then basically you just play like a wuss by like doing long range moves as well. So look, heavy punch will ragdoll them. Boom, does a lot of freaking damage. I'm gonna go use time skip. Go use my star finger. But this is pretty self-explanatory. So let me just kill them all. As I finish that dungeon, or that wave at least, you basically have to continue. Go E, and there we go. This is really good, like I said, for XP, but it's a good way to also play with your friends. So if you have another person, I'd say go Nightmare. Gives a lot of XP. This is how the bosses usually are. They're just simple, what's it called? NPCs, but just with way more insane stuff. But if you have like cars or stuff like that, it's actually really easy because you have your health regen really insane. You guys can see my health regen is crazy. What just happened right now is a world event, and these world events give you boss drops. This world event specifically is Wamu, and basically has Bubble Hamon. This boss first specifically will have a like indicator, not well, kind of, you have to see it, yeah, it has to render in, but there will be tornadoes. And this boss is a drop in which you guys can get Bubble Hamon, which is actually a very, very good combat style. So you can have a stand, you can also have combat styles. And you guys can see right here, Wamu of the Wind. And this guy is very, very busted. You guys can see, I get cheesed. What really got me confused when I did play this game was the level caps and how the quest works. And there are soft caps whenever you do the missions. And like I said, and what I figured out was you can't just go from one story to the other. There will be soft caps. And from what I remember, soft caps, as of right now, is when you reach level 20. Because you have to have a level 30 quest. You have to, there's also a soft cap at 35. Because the next quest is 45. And then the next cap as well is about 60. So there's about every other 10 you'll have to do repeatable or daily missions. Well, pretty much I think that's fine. Now I will be doing a leveling cheese video and a tier list video, which should help you guys out. But that should help you guys at least for the first 2 or 3 days within this game. So if you have any questions, anything that I missed out, you guys can ask me in the comments below, or you can join my Discord server.